Oh, man. So I'd ask you guys to analyze that game, but what do you even say?
Don't let Vex farm.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the takeaway. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the old Looney Tunes cartoons. Kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit. Like, you kill the Vex.
Mm-hmm.
Just turn that music on, go in, and kill the Vex. So
yep.
That's all you gotta do.
Well, City, you want to play in the next one, I guess, then?
Sure, why not?
All right. Or if Sifu wants to play, I mean, whatever. Butter is good, huh?
Butter's been in here before.
Yes, he most certainly has. All right, but if this is how we're going to do this, let me go ahead and hit the balance button. I'm not sure about this. City and Dragan on the same team.
It's going to be rough, yeah.
I don't know. Do we want to override this? Or well, then again, we know what happened last time.
Overrides. Yeah.
All right.
We don't do overrides.
We die. It's bad. We've had bad experiences with that.
Yeah,
it's just not good.
It was awful. Totally awful. All right.
The worst game in the history of TSG community casted games, and it was all my fault. I dragged one person, swapped them with someone that had 12 different cups, and that was it. Yep. It was all over with. It was a blowout. So yeah, we don't do that anymore.
No. That's the other reason why we don't allow Smurfs. Actually, the reason we don't allow Smurfs is because Garwar used the Shapers Guild account to play in some games. So.
Yeah, people complained because I was actually winning. They're like, "That's not right," and then they're right. It's probably not. So.
You know what? Since we had that Mina last game, let's do the Mina announcer pack this time.
All right, City, I'm going to move you to another room here so that you don't hear all the secrets.
Sounds good.
Bring you back in a moment.
The secret sauce.
All right.
Well, it looks like Dragan wants to do the Mina. Do you really think City and Dragon are going to... Do you really think they might do it?
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I kind of like this Bash Brothers thing that's coming up here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I mean, we got some people that are saying they're going to random. Some other people don't want to. Looks like there will be a couple of randoms, but
yep. Looks like Nynrek,
at least they're
Rex,
not in the key. At least they're not in the key positions.
Well, that's a random for you.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting. I think everybody knows my thoughts about a Tactician Cog, and I would actually rather see them go
Glad,
triple
for sure.
Glad. Yeah.
Actually, Otzi actually ran a Glad Kogan, and that was that DGSO or was that?
No, that was the Sick Note last.
That was in Sick Note, and it did very, very well.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, anytime you have a melee bruiser, like that's going to be what you want with that lane, and they're going to have one of these is going to be paired with a Mina. I mean, I would say just go. I don't know. I would put I would put the Kel and the Mina together, and I would put Ashbel and Kogan together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But they're not doing that. They've locked in, so they're not doing that. But I would have done that because then Kel can sheep in, and Mina can fear, and they can do all the CC and get lots of damage. Whereas the Kogan just has no way to get in on anybody, so he's just got to be safe and farm, and the Ashbel would have let them take them out like that.
Well, if the Kogan's in the lane, he doesn't... I mean, if it's Basco coming in, I mean, he can get in all by himself, so he doesn't really need too terribly much to. Let me switch the overlay. There we go. All right, yes,
so
people,
on
please
the Mortal side, we're going to see the King of Masks. Again, we have Best King of Masks World. Mirke even said he may have to enter in on that, so that'll be coming up at the end of the month.
Hope so, sir.
I promise I will have registration open for that tomorrow. I swear. I'll probably do it tonight after this. Cinni's going to be Jungle Tess. That's going to be interesting.
Wow.
She can zip around the map pretty quickly. And she's got a decent clear once she gets started. RexxDraconem going with the Predator, so he'll probably end up DCing partway through this game. RAP Cottontail. Celeste Phoenix on the Fidmore, and the Ronin coming out for Butter. I'm a big Ronin fan lately.
Yeah, I do like Ronin.
Get in the game though, because he hasn't bought anything yet. So semi DC must have walked away. Hopefully he didn't DC.
Oh, he did DC. There's the notification right there.
On the field.
Oh boy.
More than there were.
That's bad.
All right, and let's look at the Mortal... Oh my god, does City get the first blood already? Taking down the Jungle Test. 4-man invade on the power.
You can't even blame that on someone being AFK, because he wouldn't even have been in that lane. So.
No. No, Ronin is typically a safe lane farmer.
That's going to get Tess off not the greatest start.
No, absolutely not. And I mean, she already has a rough enough time.
And she's heading towards the bot. No, you don't. No, you know that's gone.
Yeah,
Go get your
forget
armor.
it.
Start your armor, get a leash. Like, that's not where you want to be.
Nah, it looks like she's going to start haste instead.
Okay.
And maybe swing around and pick up the enemy power.
Well, yeah. Ideally, you'd want to go haste straight to their power, like back to the back. There are no wards over there by the spirit side because they were all bottom, so
right.
If she does it quickly enough, that would be a legitimate thing to do.
So
Oh,
yes.
You've got your cursor in the middle of the screen.
Oh, sorry, I'll
just
move it out of the way.
right-click on your scene. No, just right-click on your scene and hide it. Nobody needs to see it. I turned mine off completely from the...
Alright, so where do you right-click on it? On the scene?
OBS. My bad.
And then... settings, I guess?
You go on the option that where it's the Dawn Gate scene that you added, right?
Oh, in the Dawn Gate scene.
You just right-click on that, open it
Oh,
up,
there it
and
is.
there's an
Capture
option
mouse
to turn off
cursor.
the
Got
mouse
it.
cursor. Yeah.
Cool,
That'll make
done.
everybody happy at home. So we've got the Kogan and the Kel. So I guess this is the Dawn Gates version of Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, I guess. Kogan and Kel?
In the bot lane. And the Viana and the... wow, no, just the Viana... Oh, Ashabel, that's who it is. Ashabel top lane. I always look at her picture and I think it's Viana. On the mini-map?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Cinni caught out
We're
again.
going to see a small engage here. Yeah, that's the power of the Bastil-Mina combo. They're doing that double jungle. Because why not? You've got an Ashabel. Like, Ashabel's the perfect solo laner.
Yep. Incredible range, can farm very safely from range. Even if somebody jumps in on her, just WE and you're done. Great disengage.
Butter's having connection problems, so this is,
you know,
this is going to put them behind. Again, Butter, I don't know if you did that patch that they had, but sometimes you got to log all the way out back in.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Dawn Gate's been kind of wonky all day today, though, so... I was taking a look at Thor's stream before doing this, and they were even having problems then.
Yeah. So hopefully they can get everything taken care of before tomorrow. You don't want this... It will be on the tournament realm, so it's a different patch from the live, so hopefully whatever issues live has isn't going to apply over there.
Looks like they want to abandon this game.
Who? What?
It looks like Lucky Celeste Phoenix in chat is asking for a remake.
Oh, I've got no chat. Are they actually talking in chat?
Yeah, they are.
I've got that second slot bug again, damn it.
Oh, well, it looks like we got to report that again.
Yeah. If both sides agree, actually at this time, if the problem is it's gonna go down here in about 19 seconds. He hasn't been in, so they should be able to surrender.
Yeah, for sure.
So just let him know. I can't type anything in. It won't.
Yeah.
So let him know just to go ahead and surrender, and we'll try to remake another one.
Actually, it's game, isn't it? Oh my god.
Yes, it's game. I recently have been playing some ARAMs over in League of Legends, and I keep trying to type game to chat afterwards. It's just like, oh wait, it's not game, it's all. Come on, dude.
Right. Let's be consistent here.
Oh, they're gonna go in on Nynrek in the bottom lane. Try to put some damage down. Good damage coming out of City.
Try to use the stun to
disengage. Not gonna be able to follow that up. Yeah.
Not enough damage yet.
Yeah, unfortunately. Cindy's just a little too far behind at level 3, with no items really to be able to do a whole lot coming in on the meeting.
Well, I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, Butter keeps coming back, and that's going to kill their ability to surrender.
Well, and even City is asking for a remake.
Yeah.
So, do you want to just go ahead and do it? Call this one a wash?
I would say just back off, everybody leave the game, and we'll start a new. It's all we can do when there's issues like this. So.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping just the surrender would do it, but...
Well, the problem is he keeps trying to
He keeps coming back, yeah.
And that screws it out.
That is one nice thing about being a spectator. If you decide to leave your game, you can just start another one.
Yep, I'm going to hang out in here real quick and make sure that everybody leaves.
Mhm.
Once the last person is gone, then I will go. All right, that looks like everyone.
Oh, so that was everyone already?
Yep.
All right, cool.
So give them a second just to let their let the game close out before you make a new lobby, and then try to get people back in. Butter, if you can't connect at all, I would say unfortunately you might have to sit this one out.
Yeah. Looks like Sifu wants to spectate the next one. I have no objection to that. What do you mean you
Just
can't?
continue to wait. I think, yeah, I think it's because it's still got that pop-up thing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So we just got to wait and let that game close. So
Yeah, that's why I haven't remade the lobby yet. I'm gonna wait until we hear the report that it has closed.
now I got to remember everybody's names. Damn it! All you people do this to me. I should have done a screenshot real quick. Okay.
Okay, they're saying it's
they're
clear.
saying it's clear. So we're just gonna let everybody know we're probably booting you if we think you weren't in the other, you weren't in the last one.
Okay.
So please be polite and only hop in if.
Oh wait, wouldn't they be in the recently played list?
If it works now. Does it work now?
Chocobos, you were not in this other game, sir. He wants to spectate. Okay, let me invite. See, how does? Oh, you guys are inviting people. Gotcha.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't invite anybody. I'm not even in there.
All right, so Sifu said he wanted to spectate. Dragain was in there. City was in there. Breno was in there.
Cinni. You need Cinni.
We do need Cinni, yes. Let's see if I see him on the recently played list.
And
yes.
Mirke. We'll need Mirke.
HIGH-Mirke, there he is. Ashura was there, I think.
I think, yeah, Sarah.
Was Steel there?
RexxDraconem.
Yeah, Rex was for sure, so let's grab Rex.
Guys, throw out names if you remember who was in the last
Yeah,
game,
Lucky
because we
was
got
in there.
names. We got everybody that I see spoke up. Butter, have you been able to connect at all?
Yeah, if
I don't
maybe.
know.
Who else was in there?
Oh, Lucky Apollo. What's your in-game?
He's in here. It's Celeste Phoenix.
Okay, that's okay.
Nynrek, that was it. Okay.
Nynrek. There we go.
I don't know why
And
you
the
didn't
last
show.
one was Butter.
Yep. So we got
But,
room for one. Oh yeah, he was just connecting left and right.
He was the one that, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the password in chat. First person to type it in is gonna get it. So let's see who gets it.
And despite the password, only one person can fit. Oh, and then Chocobos tries to hop in, so.
Well, if he wants to, he figured out the password, so he can play if he wants. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we'll balance.
Balance it up.
And all right.
So, they're like, you know what we need? A Penta jungle. It's kind of funny that you mentioned that. I haven't seen a Penta. I did see a quad. Quad jungle predators in a test on the progression patch update, and it was the single most destructive thing because it basically kills off any and all chance of a laning phase you might have.
Basically, yeah.
Because there's no way you can lane against the impending doom of 4 predator junglers coming out of nowhere.
But then again, didn't you say Predator was like ridiculously OP when you played it too?
Well, but that's only if it gets going, right?
True.
Just like in the current meta, only if you actually can make some money with it. And that's the thing, is once you have 4 people roaming around and like one person, even just one, constantly farming in a lane, and like you didn't even need to do that. Like you could have just roamed as fun.
Guys.
But it destroys the other team's lane completely. Oh, so are we doing all random?
Apparently the players want to. I didn't tell them that. They don't have to do this, but what I learned a long time ago is that we only think we have a semblance of control. But we really don't. Well, let's see what the randoms are. Well, looks like on the Mortal team we gotta protect the Doge. And on the Spirit team we gotta protect the Ronin. This should be interesting.
Rex is like, I get the shaper I hate. That's what happens when you random.
Exactly. Oh, and there's gonna be... Look at Cinni right now. I wonder if he's gonna lock that in. What, Breno? Really? Are you really gonna do that?
Yeah.
I would put that past Dragain.
Clear.
Yeah, he does.
Well, he's got to get going a little bit, but as long as you got the lifesteal page.
Yeah, he's gonna do
I
it.
can hear myself talking, so something came unmuted on your end.
Something came unmuted?
I don't know. I can hear myself talking.
Is it going through my microphone or?
Probably. When I'm talking and you try to say something. Yeah, that's what it is.
Got it. Well, the thing is, I had to mess around with the noise filter because there's giant fans going on in the background where I am right now, so.
Yeah.
I will just move the microphone farther away, and I think that should take care of it. Oh, God. All the invades.
Oh, Breno.
Oh, no.
Don't tell me.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't have any lifesteal.
No.
In that case, you have to buy a hunger. Not even then.
30 seconds.
Actually, that still doesn't even work. You still have to go armor, like resilience. That's rough if he doesn't have a lifesteal page. We are seeing
He's going to need an assist
kind
from
of a
Renzo.
normal game.
Yeah.
A normal game coming out of the Mortal side. They got a pretty good comp. They're a little low on magic, so the Dibs is going to have to go full power.
Well, I'm sure. I love going full power on Dibs, but
Yes. There's no real magic whatsoever coming out of the Spirit side, though, so they've got to rely on
Minions have
kind of
spawned.
an on-hit build from Dragain.
But-
But even if Viana goes full damage, nothing's going to happen.
But here's the thing: this Ronin and this Ronin is going to be frightening because they have all 3 forms of armor shred from Shapers on their team.
Yeah, they do. But that's only if they can land them all. And they've got
Right.
a pretty solid shield coming off whoever dives in to initiate, but yeah.
Wow, so we got these like 5-man invade strats coming down now. What is this? Well, I mean, Spirit Team sees it; they know about it. There's a ward
Yeah, but
down
what are they
there.
going to do?
They're going to try to use the Throwing Heroics and steal it.
No, that doesn't work. Because you've got a jungler there with a Vanquish.
Right, exactly. And it's City to boot, so.
Yeah. Now see, if I was the Mortal side, I'd be a complete dick, and I'd recall, and then I'd rush my own power.
Right. Because you know that they're going to look to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-oh, City. Oh, no,
Instead,
it
they
misses
get
the
to a
Thrilling
fight
Heroics,
here.
but they may just kill City for it. No, it doesn't
they're
look
not
like it.
gonna
They're turning around. They're going to get Chocobos X for this for sure.
Nope, City's going to go down if he keeps going. He's got to watch. Yeah, he turned away right away.
Yep.
Once they got that kill down on Buttersworth.
It's like out of dodge right now. Oh, God. Vex.
No, you
are-
don't want to eat those.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Mirke is
Mirke.
dead, yes.
And I think we have a dead Dogie here, too. Yep.
Yeah, now they're just feeding.
They fed Dragon a double kill. Probably the worst idea
Report
ever.
Bex and Dibs for feeding. To be honest,
Oh.
trying to get the buff down here for Ronin.
Man.
Ronin, I don't even know what Ronin was doing, but it's reset. That's going to cost them a good chunk of the health.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, they have
He
a
needs-
Ronin, they have a Viana, so I guess he's okay
Yeah, but he
for
needs
now.
a lot of help, just because he doesn't have that lifesteal, so he needs these early levels. But yeah, you never want to level 1 binding dive this game because it really is just 3 hits and you're dead. So it's not even 3; it's like 2.5. So 2 binding hits and
a
1
little bit from
auto
a
attack
Shaper,
from
yeah.
somebody else, and it's all over with. Which is exactly what happened to Dibs. So that was not the best start after they did so well. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Here's the thing. I don't know who you give late game to. Do you give it to the Vex here, or do you give it to the Ronin that's got all the ridiculous armor shred in the world?
It's going to be hard to say.
Yeah.
Both sides have 2 Predators, so it's really going to be about who can get rolling first. I like the overall combination coming out of the Mortal side more than I like the combination coming out of the Spirit side.
Yeah. Because the problem with the... Oh, God, there's the Nightmare coming down on the Rex, and City's going to be able to secure it with a Dust Devil.
And see, there's the difference. Is you don't necessarily need tons of armor shred if you've got a Dibs dropping a Nightmare on people.
Very true. Because then what you can do instead is you just force the enemy to buy MR to try to deal with the Dibs. But even though I don't know if they'll even do it.
No. Not against one source of MR. The focus would then just become the Dibs. Just like it was in Zeri earlier.
Well, yeah, because they had to, because if they didn't get Zeri, they wouldn't kill Fenmore at all.
Yeah.
Ooh, good double thrilling heroics. Like it.
Nice aim, Sergeant Mandrake.
Yes. That's why I can't get over the cat
bus skin, so it's Mandrake and not Buttersworth.
Yeah.
My bad.
Did they change the VO finally for that?
Well, no, I mean, that's just who it is, but I don't know if they finally fixed the VO.
Oh my gosh.
The dog versus cat in the jungle. Let's see what happens. 2
Yeah.
cats are going to win out against 2 dogs, though, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like... Oh, Blink comes in. They'll get Merc easily. But here comes City and the Doge, but behind them is Viana. Thrilling Heroics lands on the City. They're going to go on the cat bus. No, never mind. Dispo comes...
Vex has to run. Like, Vex...
Oh, yeah, because Ronin's on his butt.
Attacking. Well, he's now going to get sandwiched by 4 people, and that was... He needed to have been watching his positioning. He was stuck up there in that pathway by the armor buff, and when the lane came in from behind, he needed to have already walked down towards his little side bush so he could get out. That was just bad positioning.
Well, you know what? This also sounds like the start of a bad joke. You know, 2 cats, a dog,
yeah.
2 cats, an otter, and a goat walk into a bar. If Michael was here, he'd finish that, but thankfully he is not. Yeah, Reyna has Celeste has good advice here. Stop dying to Dragon. That's probably good advice no matter what shaper he's playing.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is he right now? So he's 4-0 right now. He's sitting on 2,500 Vim. It's not even 6 minutes into the game.
Yeah, he'll sit. Now, hopefully he's just going to get 3K and then go back and buy something.
Probably. I mean, if he wanted Ambition first, he could get it now. But
yeah,
that doesn't look like that's what he wants.
Too cheap for what it does.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. How about us? Of all the people to feed, they fed the worst person possible. Yeah, that's about right. Ooh. Chunking down Nynrek to half health, though. Oh, Voidbreaker will land, but Reyna comes up to deny the follow-up. Alright, well, let's take a look at some items. I know Ronin just went back to buy, so let's see what he's got.
He got some lifesteal.
Desire. Yeah, good. He needed it badly.
He needed that. Yeah.
And then Flynn looks like just picked up a Might. That's going to be a decay for sure. Looks like we got a Renzo and Doggy duel in the bottom lane, and, well, a whole lot of nothing's happening with that.
Rough. This early game, I give that one to the Vex.
Yeah.
But if Renzo goes full power late game, I give it to Renzo.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, full power Renzo is a scary sight. I mean, I don't care how much armor you have, but there's the combination onto him. But I think he gets out. He does.
Yeah, they didn't have
the cat duel is coming down right now. RexxDraconem is just down right now. Dragon up behind the line. The big Paul sidesteps.
Walk away. Take the kill and walk away.
Yep.
Come on. Yeah. You got a 4-kill Dragon. Don't give him anything else. He's going to go back and buy.
Let's see what he gets.
Hopefully come back. Well, he's got just shy of 3K. Pursuit. He just wants to walk people down. That's all he wants to do. Chase him down. Let him and kill him. And it's power and haste. I mean, you're getting 45 power, 30 haste, so why the hell not, right?
Exactly. Then if you eventually get a fade out of that, which you probably will on Kensu, now you got that slow and chase going on everybody. Exactly. On top of your already slow that you get from your, what is this, Haunt?
You wouldn't even necessarily need to use those at that point, but if you did, they definitely weren't getting away.
No, absolutely not.
So, I see a lot of the might buy right away on the Flins. The only thing I don't like about that is, sitting as a predator, you're not really gonna necessarily need to stack it.
No.
Like you can just rush it straight into the decay, so don't worry about it.
Right.
You don't have to worry about those early stacks like you do if you're trying to get it.
No. Oh, Voidbreaker will land under gain, and they may get him. That's a good shutdown.
Nice.
That's a lot of
actually
money.
a good thing to do sometimes. Someone will come back into lane, and they just went back and shopped. They'll be a bit overconfident because they do have that legendary item, but the thing is, it's not that big of a deal to just come back with one when you're on an auto attack shaper.
Right.
If you're on a burst shaper, a burst mage, yes, it can be a big deal, but you can make that work.
Oh, Nynrek really
Just
low
like
from a
that.
binding shot. Had he not taken that binding shot, they might have continued on a Chocobos. Maybe.
I think they were just trying to trade off a little bit and get some damage down on the tower.
Wow, this Hutan duo going down in the top lane. Dibs versus Flynn. But then again, the Doge and Reyna come in. There's the Masterpiece, knocks them both straight up. Oh god, that sounded so bad.
There's no damage here until until Ronan gets here. So
Right. And so
there
Dispel
isn't
comes
really
out from Vex and he
anything
just
they
gets
can
away. Yeah.
I mean, they need Breno to just be farming away in the jungle, just not even affecting the lanes. He doesn't need to show up in the lanes right now.
Nope.
They can handle themselves just fine.
Yeah, it's Viana
You're not gonna
Renzo.
really-
Nobody's gonna kill them. Come
If
on.
you're playing smart as a Viana Renzo pairing, you don't have any issues. It's a little odd, but
I mean, come on. They went down to almost nothing against City in their face, and then they just hit, like, you know what? Needle, Renzo's Embrace, we're fine.
Grand Commander 13, are we breaking the meta or something? No, we're shaping it.
Exactly. Shaping the meta. I like that. I like it.
No, it's an all random. They went all random, and then they could do whatever the heck they wanted after that. So they're just making it work.
Oh, Drain down on Jurgain. He's going to lock him up with a
dead
stun,
again.
and wow, the hammer committed to knock him up. It looks like they want a Parasite off of that. At least City does. There's the Reverie popped from Dibs, so maybe they're just going to use that for the power.
The early Parasite. is
No,
good.
going after
Mirko's right
Chocobos.
in on the cat bus. Trying to shove him out, but he's not the one you got to worry about in this situation. You got to worry about the Ronan.
Exactly.
Ronan's the one with the Vanquish.
Well, not only does he have the Vanquish, he's got pretty good damage himself, even without it. So, I mean,
But
yeah.
just if you want to grab the Parasite, they already used.
Stun onto City. I think it was a little early. Mortal Team picks it up, and I think Chocobo X goes down for this because he's in the middle of X, and yeah, just a Grievous Wounds pop is enough. It doesn't even have to commit the ultimate to it.
You want to save that thrilling heroics until it's about to the point where they're going to use their Vanquish, and then you toss it on them and try to just burst damage. He used it way early. You don't want to do that.
Oh god, is this going to be a form stacking Reyna?
Probably.
Well, there's two. This is
Celeste.
okay.
Celeste in chat keeping us informed that they're buying.
Yes, exactly. Because I only
So
saw the
Nynrek
one, and I'm
and,
going, okay.
Yeah, Nynrek and Asura on the Vexa and the Kensu, both just grabbing the Desires early. Kensu grabbing the Balance early too. That's going to be nice. Because that's going to help the Vex out when they get into a team fight. As well.
Yeah, for
Like, it
sure.
helps them both
Uh-oh.
out, but
And the
just
big
using
haul
all
has
that
to
magic
blink.
damage.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big haul. My stupid smart cam had me in the bot lane watching
Yeah.
the farm. That's unfortunate. But the balance is going to help with the magic, the on-hit magic damage that comes off both of their carries, as well as the magic pop coming off their dibs. So
Yep.
that's going to be a good buy.
Which is why I brought up at the beginning of the game potentially building magic resist because I mean it's not a ton coming out of Kenzu, but there's enough.
Yeah,
And
the
then-
thing is they're just going to shred through it anyway.
Yeah, true.
So it's one of those things where you just kind of have to focus on whatever your late game build is, and just try to keep the damage up. Because the best way to kill this team to deal with this team is just to kill them quickly. It's a team full of squishies. Like all the damage is coming off squishy characters. So.
Yep. Well, I mean, you got to get by a Reyna and a Kagan to do it. So getting by a Reyna is not exactly the easiest thing in the world, but if you do it, you got easy access to the kills. If you look at the Spirit team on the other hand, oh, there's the Masterpiece coming out. They're going to lock up the Vex. The Dispel comes out. Throwing Heroics will land, but they can't follow it up.
That's key.
Uh-oh, and down in the top lane, Hammer comes down. There's the hook, and Dragain should be dead from this. Here comes Nynrek up on the Kensu. Should be able to walk out Viana, and then Ronan should go down to City.
Well.
Yep.
Our mortal player is dominating.
3-0
Has been slain.
for the Mortal team right now. But the big thing is you didn't have Vex involved in any of that, so I think you would rather have Vex involved to get him a good chunk of farm. But you know what?
Rex not a Viana fan, and that's obvious. Viana's incredibly strong. You just gotta play a different kind of game than you're used to playing in the Dawn Gate.
Has been destroyed.
She is the only actual kind of what you could call dedicated healer in the game, and because of that, it is a truly distinct play style. So if you're not playing a lot of it, you don't understand it.
And the other thing she does is that she breaks Blitz. So if you have somebody who comes in like a Freya or a Volek or something like that that depends on using Blitz to get in, Viana just says, nope!
Yep.
Yeah, man, that's a good point. That Devoted Ven's Reina skin is on sale right now, so great opportunity to pick it up.
If only you could buy waypoints.
Yeah, I know, right? There we go. Ultimate comes up. Chocobo's X goes down again, of course. Why not? Should be able to pick up Cinni. 4v1. There's the blink out, but I don't think it matters too much. There's the quicksand down. Cinni checks up. No.
I was going to say, unless they land another Nightmare, and then he landed another.
Uh-oh, Dragain come up, though.
Phoenix takes the wrong exit.
But the blink
never
not
go
far
into
enough.
the blind jungle. Come on.
Oh, but the
Lands the wrong Void Breaker.
lands it on the Merc. Yeah, that
Hey, look,
exsanguinate.
Shard. Hey,
Hey.
you figured out how to use Viana, Rex.
That's how you do it.
Breno does not want that. He thinks he wants that fight, but he does not want that fight.
No, he doesn't. I think the Vex still wins that. Dragain getting really low right now. On the house, we'll reveal. Dispel coming out from Dragain just so he can get away after the Void Breaker lands on him here. But City's jumped onto Breno 5 levels up, and yeah, I don't see this going well for Ronan at
familiar.
all. Yeah.
Didn't City just do that top?
Yeah, I thought so, yeah. And there's Viana sitting at the binding by herself, surrounded by the entire enemy team. I would think she needs to get out of there, and she wisely does. He's been wondering why you can't ever jump. He hasn't taken a point in it.
Nice.
There you go.
Gotta do it, buddy. Gotta do it. This is why he's not best Kensu world. Folks.
Exactly, it's Nisa.
Yeah. Ryfar, who's hyped for tomorrow's Return of the Chronicles? Dude, everybody.
Oh, man.
Sure.
Particularly if they continue with the teaser, and if they continue the Renzo and Jerry story.
I think it's just... it can be any of them, but I mean, I think it's going to be... we're going to be seeing, like, everybody's story of coming together and meeting and talking about what's going on with the Dawn Gate, so...
Right. And I'm curious to see how they play the tournament into it, because that has to be part of it. Maybe it's just a meeting with all the members of the North?
Who knows? I mean, maybe that's what this story arc is for this month, is everyone from the North. But I think it's supposed to be everyone from everywhere, because we saw Viana saying, getting summoned.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Her original lore was that she was summoned to this meeting with the tribes of the East, and then we saw that Renzo was invited as well, so...
Right.
Potentially it could be a lot. They may do the South and the East together, and we already knew that the North was going to talk to the West about it.
But they didn't.
At the beginning.
Oh, wow.
But they took a detour. So, who knows?
Uh-oh, Cinni looks ultra dead.
Trying to 1v2 here.
He might get the
You
Vex.
are a manly man.
Nope,
but,
never mind. The big hull is going to make sure that he has to burn all of his cooldowns again. My God, Cinni
This
just
is why I
forever.
love Power Renzo. Yeah, that's why I love Power Renzo. He's sitting on 100 power, so he was just hammering and hitting and healing. He's got a destruction, so well played. I want to see more of that. The only thing I don't like is the might. Just not a fan.
Well, I mean, he got it fully stacked up pretty quick, so... I mean,
well,
he's
that's because he was a
gladiator
gladiator.
anyway. Yeah.
So, I don't think it does anything that you want on a Renzo.
Grand Commander, press R. You have successfully played Viana. Well, not always. Sometimes you have to blink and then R. See?
I press R all the time. Problem is it doesn't do anything for me until I hit 6.
Exactly.
So
But, I guess you could...
What's going on? They don't have a lot of vision in the top side of their jungle. They have it deep in the other side, so Not really sure if they can walk in and get their armor buff, but it's totally fine.
Yeah, and we see the power buff just came up. Dragon going up to secure that for himself for the Spirit team.
Kent, Coggin's like, oh, I got counter jungled by my own team.
Yes, yeah, pretty much.
Yes, you did.
Kill Dragon more. Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, but if you look at...
If you take his armor buff, he can't get to him. He's got to slow on his auto attack. So, yeah. To be fair, the Reyna is 6-0-5 as a Predator.
Uh-oh, Dibs coming in. There's the big haul on to Breno, and goodbye.
He just got exploded.
That nightmare pop.
Yeah.
Wow.
Merc's rocking that nightmare on the Dibs right now with 100 power himself. So the
That's
bonus
pretty
damage coming
scary.
off that is 220. So that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they nerfed it a little bit, but come on, it's still a 1.1 power ratio. That's more than most ultimates. Come on. And it's on a 3-second cooldown. And you can see...
Oh, the blink and the dispel gets him out alive.
Just barely.
He had 50 health. 50. If the Vion had been there, that's where the kill comes in, buddy.
Well, City will get stunned up, but, you know, level 14 versus level 9, I think Chocobo is making the correct call just to get out of there.
Try to get Renzo, but
City
Renzo is
just
a
walks in
manly
the
man.
middle. But, yeah, they'll eventually get him, but they have to blow everything on him. Yeah, Hammer committed
Unfortunately,
to
that's
it.
the power. That's the power of the Nightmare.
A mortal player
gonna
is
do that.
astounding.
Particularly because you don't necessarily... You look at the Mortal team, you wouldn't think to build MR. It's like, oh, it's just a Dibs.
Binding has been destroyed.
Oh, God, it's just a Dibs.
Yeah, there is no just a div. So the Reyna's build is pretty solid. Rush the Rebirth, a couple forms with the Force and the armor, so that's making them tank his oil. Not that it's needed for all the damage they're doing. City with that
Here comes the
subjugation,
surrender.
and there comes the surrender, the Spirit side.
Mortal's team
Yeah, and
has
there's
sold
the surrender going down.
the spirit.
I'm not sure why either. Why was there a surrender there? I don't get it.
They just, yeah.
Surrendered
Yeah,
because
this is
he
what
hates
happens
Fiona.
when you random guys. You're gonna get things you don't like. You never learn until you play with them.
Well, to be fair, he was shut down pretty hard. He doesn't
Yeah.
even have 4,000 BIM in the game.
That's
was gonna-
the Predator that started Stagger, so.
Yeah. Yeah, if you
And
don't
got
get
a
the
drain
kill.
as a Viana.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of how it works.
Alright, well, this game ended a little early.
What do you think, City?
I ended with 9,999 bin.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's like, one more second. You couldn't wait one more second.
So, how does it feel getting counter jungled by your own team?
That was
It pisses me off.
that was pretty funny.
It's so bad.
But like I was saying, to be fair, it was a Predator Reyna that was like 6-0-5, so
I
we're doing
mean,
work.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so if we're gonna do another one, do you have time for one more?
I do not want to risk it.
You don't want to risk it. All right. Then that will be it for this week. Tomorrow's the Return of the Chronicles, so in the morning you get that to look forward to, and then we have a Shaper Select coming out tomorrow. We changed the dates up a little bit because of everything that's coming down this week. That'll be tomorrow, and then we
Race to the
have
Gate at 7
Race to
p.m.
the Gate Northern Qualifiers tomorrow night. I think they're casting 2 of the games, or 2 of the sets, I should say, on their channel.
They are.
And I think the update that I heard today was potentially the other 2 would be casted by Twerp instead of the one on Saturday. So after you watch the one on the Waystone game, on the Waystone channel, you should be able to then watch the other 2 sets as a VOD.
Or the other way around, whichever you want to do.
Well, I would say everybody should go to Waystone and watch.
Yeah,
the main
probably.
one. We need to support, their first attempt at esports and make sure that they get good numbers so that they can continue to do this.
And you know Twitch is going to give them front page for that. You know they've already worked that out. You don't even have to discuss that.
One would hope. There's also a little thing called Worlds going on tomorrow night for those of you who like.
Yeah, that's a slight problem too.
That's late though, because it is in Asia. So there's lots of esports going on, and then Saturday we'll see the finals, the semifinals actually. You'll see the semifinal matches, and then between the semifinals and the finals, I think they might be streaming the 3rd place game, instead of not having it on stream. So
Maybe.
you may get to see everything on Saturday, followed by the finals, and whoever wins guarantees themselves a spot in that actual race to the gate four-man tournament as the Northern representative. So.
Well, Dragane is kind of lobbying to watch Twerp stream instead because they're going to show the DI game.
The DI game, yeah. Well,
So, you know.
I'll watch the VOD game. Sorry. I am rooting for DI over SG, but
Yeah, for sure. Even though that
I'm still
SG
watching
is
the mainstream.
SG is still currently ranked #1 on our team rankings, right?
Well, that's because they've gotten in a lot of matches. So.
Right, but then again, Destructive Influence is 3rd, so it should be a good game.